Well, our Pride Month celebration continues on AM Extra, and this morning we're looking back at a crucial time in Oregon history when same-sex marriage was first made legal.
Yeah, today Republican support across the U.S. for gay marriage is on the decline. A poll this week found 40% of Republicans believe gay marriage is morally acceptable, down from 60% in 2022. So in Oregon, it's been 10 years since marriage equality was achieved. And to put this into perspective, Guardians of the Galaxy was like the hit movie of the time. Happy by Pharrell. Everyone was dancing to that in the summer. And if it doesn't feel like it's been a long time, it's because it hasn't. I remember so vividly when marriage equality was achieved in my home state of Washington, here in Oregon, and then federally. So now I spoke with the trailblazers of that time about all we've achieved and to ask the question, where do we go from here?
Historic hearing today for gay marriage in Oregon as a federal judge began hearing arguments on whether the state's ban on same-sex marriage violates federal equal rights protections.
We're all together in this, and we're representing the body of LGBT in the state of Oregon.
Our argument is that the denial of equal protection and due process of law under the Oregon Constitution violates the federal Constitution.
How well do you remember this time and that experience for you?
Yeah, so it was the most significant moment of my professional career, so I remember it very well. That story begins in 2004.
Voters in Oregon voted to ban gay marriage back in 2004, but Basic Rights Oregon says the political climate has changed in nearly a decade.
That was the law in our state for a period of 10 years, and Basic Rights Oregon and the ACLU of Oregon made efforts over those 10 years to try to get that constitutional ban reversed.
Those efforts were unsuccessful and the ban remained. 20 years ago, queer couples could adopt kids together. They could share health insurance, make familial medical decisions together. But in spring 2014, they still could not get married. This is when attorneys Misha Isaac and Lake Paraguay led two different legal teams fighting simultaneously to achieve marriage equality in the state.
And so there was really no argument that somehow we need to just keep marriage only between straight people, right? because we've already made all these laws that said in every way possible, gay, lesbian Oregonians shall have the same rights as those that are married.
Turns out the state government agreed.
Oregon's top lawyer says the state will not defend Oregon's ban on gay marriage. State Attorney General Ellen Rosenblum just issued a statement saying that ban won't hold up in court that's based on U.S. Supreme Court rulings.
But the decision to take this one to the courts instead of the voters wasn't the obvious one. Not for everyone.
I still have moments when I wonder if a public vote wouldn't have been a better way to achieve this victory than litigation.
I just fundamentally thought voting on civil rights was not something we should be doing.
With all the risk and prep in mind, the two cases got their day in court, and after a long-fought public battle for equality, it was achieved.
Celebrations continue into the night as same-sex couples around Oregon tie the knot.
But the years have passed and the pendulum of justice continues to swing, and with a great deal of confidence, queer couples continue to get married. But things can always change.
The other thing I should mention is the constitutional ban is still in the Oregon Constitution.
Today in the Oregon State Constitution, marriage remains only legal between a man and a woman. So should the issue ever get kicked back to the states, that's the law.
There's always going to be that threat until the states nail down their values and what's important. And I think Oregon's been pretty clear about what's important.
To get this on a ballot, that could cost hundreds of thousands of dollars and require massive amounts of petitioning, a big undertaking. In the meantime, the dignity and rights of LGBTQ couples have been appreciated by thousands of families.
How have you noticed things change in the last 10 years?
A lot more divorces, probably. I mean, it's a little cheeky. It's hard to say. There's been I guess the fixation on it.
So much has changed in the last 20 years since Measure 36 passed at the ballot, and in the last 10 years since it was ruled unconstitutional. I have an 8-year-old daughter, My 8-year-old daughter thinks it is the least interesting or notable thing in the world that she has 2 dads.
I never thought I'd see it in my lifetime, but it is validating. It does bring us self-confidence. It does bring unity within the community for us to be able to be married.
And that's where we stand today. Marriage legal for everyone and in all 50 states. The question in my mind with all of this history behind us and uncertainty ahead of us was, where do we go now?
When you go back and you read the kinds of things that people were saying in 2004 when Measure 36 was on the ballot, those things are shocking to read today. We should always question our own beliefs and where those beliefs come from and maintain an open mind about making our community and our society a more just, equal, and inclusive place.
Now there are current efforts by different rights groups across the state to get this back on the ballot, because since it still does exist in the Constitution that gay marriage is not allowed, that is what's the law. The only way to change a law is by a vote of the people, which can be pushed to a referendum by petition or from the legislature. So that is currently in the works. A lot of people kind of worried that this could potentially be kicked back to the states. There is currently talk in the Supreme Court from a few justices about revisiting Obergefell, which was that landmark case which did achieve a marriage equality for all. So it's been 10 years, and what happens next is unsure, but Pride continues to be a protest and it continues to be a party. So let's celebrate.
There you go. That's very well said. It is hard to believe, to your point earlier, that 10 years ago, it feels like so long and it feels like yesterday all at the same time. It really does. It's hard to believe it's been 10 years. Well done. Very nice story. Very well put together. Well, happening tonight, we are closing out Pride Month with a KOIN 6 special highlighting the people and the issues at the center of the local queer community. So if you want to check out more stories like Emma's, tune in for Celebrating Pride tonight at 7 on our sister station, KOIN 6. It is